Hello again, DBZ Leaguers. It's Ivory Mask, and I've got a follow-up test for Android 18 of Team Valkyries. They wanted to put the winner of their last AI test against Krillin AI, and so now it's the one that won that set was the Brawly AI, and so now we're having her face the Krillin AI. So, getting this started, we'll see how these two kind of face off on each other. I'm expecting the Brawly AI to utilize a very strong rush game and keep in the close combat, and the Krillin AI will probably utilize 18's really good supers probably all the time. That said, though, in the AI test, I remember that the Brawly AI had better super usage than the other AI. I believe it might have been it was probably the default AI actually. So getting this started, Brawly AI is keeping into the infighting really well. Wow, really nice smash attacks. Getting a really good, solid early lead. I know we saw a couple of key blasts from the Krillin AI. Wow, but the Krillin AI is not defending itself really well. The Brawly AI just is completely overwhelming the Krillin AI right now. Wow, just lots of smash attacks, just really keeping in the face of the Krillin AI. And we haven't seen a super yet from the Krillin AI, and I don't know, depending on how this keeps going, the Krillin AI might not get a chance, even though that was a really good one right there. They both have max P, so I'm expecting to see a super pretty soon. They both haven't used their Blast 1 gauges at all yet. Okay, finally, a Destructo Disc from the Krillin AI does connect. Oh, that's a really... Oh, that was... I think it would have been good to just use that as a follow-up, not move in front of the Brawly AI first. Brawly AI knocks the Krillin AI back with an Android barrier. Ooh, guard break from Krillin AI. Don't see that very frequently in the close combat. At least just off basic attacks. Either way, the Brawly AI still outperforming the Krillin AI. Krillin AI doing a couple of good rush blasts here and there. And Infinity Bullet connects, ending the match.
Now my clothes are ruined.
Was a lot how I expected, at least initially, but not. I wasn't expecting the Brawly AI to kind of take that so one-sidedly. I was figuring that it'd be really back and forth, and surprisingly, the Brawly AI finished it with a super. So we'll see how the second match goes,
Enough talk. Let's see what
and
got.
see which
Enough
one
talk.
might,
Let's
you
see
know,
what
if
you
maybe
got.
the Krillin AI just had a bad match, and maybe we'll see a whole lot, completely different 18 in this next one. Brawly AI taking a quick lead again. Using a little bit of Rush Blast to pretty good effect. Didn't do a lot of damage, but enough. And damage is damage. Krillin AI is coming back pretty strong. Brawly AI managed to get a good throw in. It's still about even. Nice super usage by the Krillin AI. Just now. Wow, lots of maneuvering around by both of them. Now the Krillin AI was doing pretty well in the rush game, and the Brawly AI keeps managing to get behind the Krillin AI and is quickly using that throw to just throw the Krillin AI's momentum off in the rush attack, and you know is constantly following up all of her attacks using smash attacks. That Infinity Bullet didn't quite hit. Okay, now we get nice power up by the Brawly AI. She's at max power and has an attack boost. She's doing a little bit more. Nice Infinity Bullet follow-up, and she's got a very early lead. The Ki Blast interrupts the Unyielding Spirit. Now, unfortunately, though, the Brawly AI has great Ki. Now, for most characters that don't have a lot of internal Ki charging, like 18 and 17 do, this would be a huge problem, but 18 recovers so much energy, she's still recovering it so quickly. And again, the Krillin AI it's a lot, this is more what I was expecting to see in the very first match. Kind of way more super usage by the Krillin AI, and that's giving the Krillin AI still a fighting chance in this fight. Late, I'm not sure if those actually hit or not. I think one of them hit, but maybe the second one didn't. Either way, the Broly AI is looking to try and finish this really quick with that rush attack. Wow. Again, much closer performance by both AIs. The Krillin AI was using a lot more supers, but the Broly AI's rush game was just so strong. It was just overwhelming Krillin at points. And the few times that the Krillin AI got some good distance, it landed a pretty good super here and there.
Let's see what you've got.
So we'll see what happens in this race match. Whoa, and the Krillin AI is performing really well in the close combat just early on. Broly AI manages to block really well and gets an early super. They're kind of switching roles right now, interestingly. Broly AI looking for that throw, but the Krillin AI denies it and gets a super of her own. Taking the lead for now. Just the Broly AI is getting a huge chance to get some nice combos. The Krillin AI manages to get the Broly AI's back and does a rush combo into a throw of her own. Wow, Krillin AI, it just seems like a completely different... Wow, he's performing on a completely different level this time. Nice infinity blow. Oh, but not all of them hit. Doesn't knock 18 down. Still about a full health bar lead for the Krillin AI. High-speed fight. Broly wins. Oh, but doesn't deny the unyielding spirit. Super's going to do a lot of damage. The Krillin AI can just get a couple of key blasts or a quick smash in there, and she clinches the victory in this last match. Really surprising performance by the Krillin AI. Shows that she can throw down in close combat just as well as the Broly AI in that last match. They both had pretty good super usage. Both were using Blast 1s about the same rate. I think situationally, though, the Broly AI had way more consistency in its rush attacks and outmaneuvering the Krillin AI in close combat. And I think that's going to be really good, really the major thing that'll tip the favor into the Broly AI scales, so to speak. You know, being able to outmaneuver your opponents is very crucial in DBZ League. We've seen numerous times where matches have completely switched sides after an opponent leaves their back open to a highly mobile character, and they just chain combo from there and just completely change the face of the match around and see an amazing comeback. Well, I'm sure the Valkyries are taking that into consideration right now after watching this test, and we'll see what they decide to do with Android 18 and see which one will best improve their performance in these next week at least. Maybe the next couple matches even. Either way, that wraps up this lab session, and this is Ivory Mask signing out.